Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Push Up, Can't Miss. It's another video of me and Finn training. Finn's actually videoing the session as well, so if you want to get Finn's POV from Pete's POV, feel free to watch Finn's video, but you're on this video, so watch to the end of this video. We are in for upper. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a strange session, shall we say, because I'm a little bit battered, my shoulder's hurting, I'm getting looked at tomorrow by my physio, and then also my right forearm's a little bit messed up. So I'm going to auto-regulate pressing volume today. Usually I do 3 sets, but basically we're going to be running through my usual upper session. We made a few amendments, as always. I try for these videos to come around so it's not just the same sort of stuff, even though people probably would maybe watch that. I personally wouldn't want to watch the same stuff over and over again, but you never know, you never know. But either way, we're going through the upper session, so basically it's going to be a single arm pull down, as being demonstrated by Finn. We then head into a yeah buddy row. This is not a bent over row. We do not want to get this confused at all with a bent over row. We then head into pretty much the delt work, so we have a lateral raise, then a vertical press. I'm going to put that in like almost kind of like brackets because we'll see how my shoulder feels. I might try a different shoulder press today. I don't think I'm going to do the Atlanta shoulder press. So if I can do a shoulder press, wicked. I'm then going to do another lateral raise, so more side delts, shock. And then pretty much that's like almost the pressing and pulling work done, and then a bit of arms. So this session literally is almost like, as it always has been, a little bit of a weak point day. I need a bit more delt, I need a bit more arm, I need a bit more back. I need a bit more everywhere. So therefore, that's what this day is for, a little bit of upper body muscle. So that's why it's an upper day. So as we did in the last video, Pete, just so you know, I want to literally keep it relatively raw, snappy, no fancy edit, just go through the session and we'll go through there. If I need to add anything, I will do, but we'll get into it. Enjoy, catch you guys later. One of my best, to be fair, I don't think these are that good. Usually one of my stuff are really good. These are just straps. I don't know what, Finn, do you know what sets these straps apart? Like what makes them the best in the game?
Nah, it's not the straps, it's the cuffs that are the best in the game.
Cuffs are the best in the game. These are just wrist straps. Josh, please don't unfollow me. So a little bit of tempo manipulation there. First set, hold on contraction, 2 seconds. Second set, pretty much just like a very slight micro pause, just to standardize, and more so in line with what feels best Obviously, the ability to get that short, as fatigue builds up, it gets harder, it diminishes. That's not to say 2 sets in or 1 set in, going to the second set, that I can't hold on contraction. I just find I can get a little bit more out of it, keeping a bit more of a continuous approach, and it gets a little bit more blood flow to the area. So metabolic 101, bro. So yeah, 2 sets there, and then into the YBRs. Yeah, buddy, rows. Yeah, buddy!
Come on then, easy. Yeah, let's go then. Come on.
Sound, my boys.
Yeah, buddy. Come on then.
Four sets, dumbbell lateral. Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. I think it would just be so we can look through, because, for example, Josh, shout out Josh, he actually won. He was really good. He is very good. His hips were a lot like further back, and then he brought up his lats. One thing that Conran let himself down upon, not through anything other than just experience, was he hit poses a little bit differently in comparison to, and he didn't really accentuate his physique in the way it potentially could have. And that's what competing's all about. It was his first ever show. It wasn't our main show. We weren't aiming to be 100%. We were very, very close to being 100%, but we could have been a fair bit fuller. So we've pulled off a good, I think it's about 1.5 kilos, isn't it? 2 kilos?
About 2 already.
Yeah, about 2 kilos. Just for context, it's Wednesday. The show was Sunday. So, yeah, a good amount of weight, and we haven't even really pushed that hard. Literally, we just went back to baseline diet, baseline food, and we increased cardio by 10 minutes.
Nothing.
Yeah, and like the scary thing is for Conran is, like, I'm not too sure what the lighting's like. Pete might have to get him in the mirror, or potentially, like, let's say straight on, but there's still a fair bit to come, and that's the exciting thing, because he was the most conditioned on stage. But unfortunately, BMBF reward a little bit more of a fuller look, and then also the other lads had a little bit more of a pop, a bit more of a round muscle which you can't really do anything at this point. So the only thing we can do is focus on improving, which is literally going to be right now, working on his posing CV, and then making sure he's a bit fuller and a little bit sharper so we can have a bigger tank to fill up. But yeah, you're looking good. I reckon we've probably got another 5-6 days of potentially fat loss, and then a more aggressive load into next weekend, which will be when he's very close to 100%. And then we have probably 2 more shows lined up. And if I'm honest, it'll be interesting because I think he'll be up against the lads in the UKDFBA in the finals. And it's quite funny because in the UKDFBA, the person who finished second actually won the other day. So it's, 2 weeks. So it goes to show that you have to know the federations, know what they look for. Whereas we went into it maybe somewhat naive. We could probably partly both take a little bit of blame for that. But at the end of the day, Conran's in very, very good nick, and he's only going to get better. So exciting, that's for sure. Not bad. First time doing this in quite a long while. I think I've done 5 plates before, but I don't know if I've got it for more than 5, so lifetime PR. But no, seeing previous data, I haven't done this. I'm a lot stronger than I have been before on presses, but this is quite a challenging movement. The arc of the machine is relatively foreign, especially in comparison to the Atlanta shoulder press, which is a close grip, relatively kind of up and forward, but this is almost kind of up and backwards with a slightly different grip. It's not a neutral grip with your elbow out in front of you. So mechanically a little bit different, but I connect quite well with this. You'll notice I have the seat pretty low and I've got my hips a little bit further forward. This is literally just to match the arc of the machine. If you're sat all the way upright in this, it doesn't feel good, especially for me personally, with my own individual mechanics. So slight alteration to the setup, but 5 plates for 6. Felt like it should have been like a 10 repper, but again, that's going to be the case when something's quite new. So I'll drop it down to 4 for a back off, see how that goes, and then that'll just be the 2 sets for today's presses. Sometimes I'll do 3, but just because it's a new movement pattern, I don't want to absolutely fry my shoulders, especially with this one feeling a little bit tender. So yeah, happy with that though. Could you give me a little bit of a start?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
One in. Lovely. Good, come on. Yes. Let's go, come on. Keep it up. Yeah, lovely. Come on. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Oh. Yeah, and again, come on. All the way, all the way, all the way. Come on. Yeah, lovely. There's more. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on.
You help on that last one?
Like, not really. Like, literally.
It's so hard in the short.
Oh. Like, you were like this, so I put my hand on it, so it didn't like knock down a little bit.
Yeah. Good sound. Feels like it should be about a 30 repper. lateral raises. 3 sets here after 4 sets of the dumbbell lateral raise. Dumbbell lateral raise, taxing that kind of mid to shortened as the dumbbell gets heavier in relation to that shortened range. This, to be fair, machine lateral raises are very similar mechanically. However, you can place a little bit more of an emphasis based on the fact there is more tension at the bottom in comparison with a dumbbell. As your arm is, say, 90 to the floor, there's no tension. The dumbbell creates tension. So this has tension in that lengthen range. Slight pause at the bottom, just 3 sets here, and then we move into pretty much the arm part, which is 3 bicep movements, 2 tricep movements, and that is the session. But we're not there yet, so a bit more. Stay tuned. Don't just click off yet.
Yeah, man back home, New Sweden business. Pull up in the SD20s, I give a hype and she wanna have triplets. Yeah, give her one night and she tryna be missus. Sorry, I'm rolling, it's plenty more fishes. Told her I can't mix pleasure with business. Hit 'em with a hype, funk, with the script in it's all eyes on us. Dark skin girls on the white ones, man pop up like a pop mic. Hit 'em with a hype, funk, with the script in it's all eyes on us. Dark skin girls on the white ones, man pop up like a pop mic. Garage. I roll deep with my heartless crew.
Superset in this and a tricep pushdown for metabolic stress in reality, time efficiency. Pretty simple. Just go from elbow flexion to elbow extension. On a scale out of 1 to 10, no, not scale out of 1 to 10, come on.
What, how natty is it?
How natty do I look?
Not quite, not a lot.
Not a lot. abs to conclude. So, there we are. That's the upper session. Finishing every session with a little bit of abs because, as mentioned in every video, and I've probably seen on any photo, my abs really aren't very good, so they need to be a little bit better. So, yeah, that's the upper session. I'll do a little update. Not that anybody asked, but I'm going to say it. Currently, I'm 109 kilos. Food's been worked up pretty much every Friday for the last 2 weeks. I came back from my holiday. My lowest was about 107. 106 and a half for like a few days, but my average was like 107 kilos. I came back at like 107 and a half, 108, so about 1.5 kilos up, mostly fullness, inflammation, a little bit of water weight, just from a little bit of higher carbohydrate content. But to be fair, my food's still pretty low, all things considered, and I'm still just letting training almost kind of create that demand. Eventually, I'm not naive, my food will probably be back up to 5,000 plus, maybe 6,000 plus calories prior to prep. I'm really not looking forward to that, that's for sure. So I'm almost enjoying the time right now where my face isn't stupidly fat yet. My trim's not the best, we know that, but my face isn't stupidly fat. I've still got some shape here or there, and I feel pretty good. Training's good, like everything's in a good position, so I'm letting training almost kind of dictate where my food's going to go. However, I will have to enter the trenches and be just getting in food constantly prior to prep, which again, I'm not looking forward to, but I can guarantee probably, maybe not a year from now, but 9 months from now, when I'm probably stepping on stage, I'll be thinking, fucking hell, I'd do anything to eat 5,000 plus calories every day, but that's part of bodybuilding. So yeah, we've got literally 5 months of a gaining phase, so if we work out like a video a week or a video every 10 days as they seem to average out at, we've got a fair few videos in this gaining phase until prep starts, and then it'll be #Project Pro Card, something like that. So yeah, that's the video. If anyone's got any questions, feel free, either drop them on a DM, there we go, on Instagram, or potentially just drop them in the comments. And thanks always for Pete for videoing. Share, subscribe, like, all that stuff that I'd always say at the end. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.